What's up, guys? It's Crash, and if you're living under a rock, can I join you? No, I'm just kidding. If you're living under a rock and haven't seen it, we have gameplay today. So in this video, we're going to look at the gameplay frame by frame. I know that gets tossed around a lot, but we're just going to look at it together online. I'm going to hit the screen record and we'll check it out, see what we see. As always, let me know if there's anything I missed down in the comments. And then there were some additional details about this gameplay and how it might be a really old build. Again, this stuff might have already been seen back in June, so we're going to talk about that at the end of the video. And as always, when there's stuff like this, it's time tagged down below so you guys can watch what you want to watch. And yeah, let's do it. All right, guys, I found some higher quality images we'll be able to take a look at. I have these queued up. I took the bumpers off of them. I have them queued up in my editing software on full screen. So hopefully we can take a look at these and see if we see anything new. And I'll try to provide you any kind of insight I have from checking out the technical test and anything that's different. And then later on, of course, we'll talk about some of the context of these videos and things. So we're going to talk about Boris first. It looks like all that stuff we know is specialist, his trait. Now this looks like a first look inside of one of the kaleidoscope skyscrapers, and I think it's kaleidoscope because in a second when we go outside, Hourglass also has skyscrapers, but this has the green foliage around it. Really pretty map, but this looks to be our first look inside of one of the skyscrapers, so we can definitely at least go inside some of them. And we see that he places down his turret. Now this gun, I'm not 100% sure about this gun. This looks like a different, it's SMG. It almost looks Uzi in shape. Looks like it's called the V-Car. Now this was not in the technical test. Again, we still see the armor set to 0, but this weapon was not in there, although the top rail and stuff looks very much like the M5A3 from the technical test. Also, it appears there's some kind of outline spotting that might happen. I think it might show if we watch this. I know the sound gets weird when I go frame by frame, but as we watch this, I think that is showing him what the turret locked on, because the turret starts to shoot that guy. So it lets you know, like the turret sees someone, it outlines them and then starts tearing them up. If it is like the technical test, don't get alarmed at this, guys. The turret almost has to be that close to work. You can't just set it on top of a skyscraper and let it eat like a sprinkler, like a hacker in Warzone that can just take out the whole lobby from the top of downtown. No, it's not like that. You have to be pretty close to your enemies for that thing to work. It also has the beep delay that lets you know that it's targeting you, and maybe there's something on the HUD of the enemy that lets you know that you're being targeted. This weapon is odd too, because it looks like a Uzi SMG, but they're firing it in single fire mode, and I'm not 100% sure. I can't see anything on the HUD that determines if it's a selectable fire modes or if it's just a single shot mode, but we definitely do see a laser on it. Really tight hip fire. Holy cow. Yeah, really, it looks like the laser almost changed the reticle, changed the on-screen reticle. Really strong. And then so here we have another outside look at kaleidoscope, and then this is very interesting. Up here in the corner, it says stand near the turret to boost its efficiency. So, and you can tell on the HUD, if we back up, see right here, there's nothing. I hope you guys can see my mouse. And then as we go forward, when he gets close to his turret, it says Sentry Operator, and that helps. The PBX-45, this was the UMP-45 styled submachine gun. This was definitely in there. Again, we see the Sentry targeting the baddie with an outline. Wall hacks, cool. But yeah, he's gonna have to stand by, and that makes sense. So you can't, it's not gonna be an unlimited UAV. You have to stand close to it. You can't move for it to work. So I definitely see the balancing there. So let's look at Maria Falk. She is the healing specialist you guys have probably already seen and know a decent amount about, but we found out this morning from Twitter from Part Welsh that she has been updated quite a bit. Her Surette pistol was nerfed, and I think that is a good thing. Might have got nerfed a little too far. I don't know. I haven't played the game. I don't know why I jumped to those conclusions, but I do anyway. So here she is. We know all of her stuff pretty well already, using the M5A3. And then now she switches to heal the enemy. It doesn't excuse me. heal her teammate. It doesn't instantly heal them. It starts the healing process. It goes pretty quick. This is different here from the tech test, this HUD right here. So in the tech test, there was a lot more verbiage on how to heal yourself. Also, it took all 6 shots of the Surette pistol to heal yourself. We'll find out that that's not true. So it's a little bit stronger for healing yourself, but they weakened it in the fact that it doesn't remotely revive teammates, because I agree with him, it was incredibly strong. Whenever you had, after a gunfight, if you were the last person standing, you could just revive your whole squad remotely almost instantly. So it was extremely strong to keep people healed up. So I think this is overall probably a pretty good change. We'll see later on, her revive animation is still pretty slow too, but we can see right here that she goes into that animation. With 2 shots. And then, so she's got 2 shots in her pistol right now. And then after she heals herself, it only takes 1. So before this in the tech test, as I said, it completely emptied your Surette pistol if you wanted to heal yourself. It looks like they buffed that a little bit while nerfing the ability to revive at range. This is her revive animation. Seems quite a bit slower than Battlefield 5. Seems in line with the older games. And then this is the AK-12 or AK-24. We can see it's got a little bit of a different stock on it, a definite sight. Looks like an extended mag and a foregrip on this bad boy. This gun had quite a bit more recoil than the M5, but a lot more damage. I think this is a 3-shot kill when she mixes in this headshot. Boom, and melts that guy. So yeah, pretty strong on that end. Then we will talk about Casper. It looks like they updated his player model just a little bit, if I remember right. I don't remember having the glass with the HUD on it. This is the DM7, this is the DMR. And then here comes the recon drone. I don't know how strong this will be. It's cool, it can spot people, but he's definitely very vulnerable. I can see going on to that thing and just getting destroyed while I'm standing there on my tablet. On the right, we can see the controls we have: fire, EMP locking. So this can like remotely disable, say, Boris's turrets, things like that. It says reveal enemy positions and disrupt their electronics. So this can shoot the EMP. Then we see, it looks like they cleaned up the HUD just a little bit. The barrel is not in the scope this time, which is good. But the kill feed is still not done. Said movement sensor, detect incoming. I didn't see that. How does that do that? Detect incoming threats with your sensor equipment. You guys see what it's doing? I don't see. How did he detect it? I don't see him detecting anything. I just see him shooting a guy off a bridge. Maybe there's an audio cue. I don't know. That's weird. Hetty! Was that guy full health? What if that guy was full health? That's crazy. That's strong. All right, the last one is Webster. This guy, he's got the PBX 45 right there. The grappling hook, man. Guys, don't get too worried about the grappling hook. That thing was really clunky in a technical test. It's not like Titanfall where you could go from roof to roof and wall run and crazy stuff like that. The range on it was fairly short. It didn't hook to a lot of things that I felt like it should have. It wasn't crazy, and I was kicking myself afterwards. I didn't shoot an enemy with the grappling hook, so we still need to do that experiment for science. Yep, still using the PBX. Really low recoil, fairly low damage, easy to use SMG. 3D animations, 3D takedowns. And then this is nimble, so this is like putting a stock on like your stuff in Call of Duty where you can strafe more, or in the skill tree of Battlefield 5. You can get increased strafe speed. He looks like he has that with all weapons, which looks really strong with this SMG. So I'll play this now and just pay attention to how fast he's strafing. That's strong. That's strong. Shooting off of the zip line. Yeah. And this looks like we're looking at discarded. I didn't pay attention too much to the other maps because I think we'd already seen it. But does this not look like discarded, or is this still orbital? Yeah, I think this is discarded. Definitely is. Yeah. Man, you can see there's a lot of open areas and stuff. I'm just excited to get into these maps, guys. But I think this is our first look in game at discarded. It looks like there's a lot more trees and stuff than I thought it would be. From the looks of it on the art that we've seen already, it looks like a desert, but there's a lot more trees and foliage and stuff like that. But guys, if there's anything I missed in this gameplay, let me know. I will love to hear it. Definitely, if there's something crazy, we'll pin the comments. We'll make sure people see it. We'll cover all of this stuff. But now I think we'll talk a little bit about the context of this and why I think it's a little bit odd. So basically, according to Cade Onder, he is a member of the press who was allegedly shown this trailer before the game reveal back in June. He claims that it was shown at a press conference a couple days before reveal, and it seems odd. I don't know why we keep getting really old builds. It could be because it takes a while. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm not saying anything's wrong with the game. It just seems odd to me that the builds and stuff are really old. We don't see that with the other shooters coming out with Halo and Call of Duty. They're not like really old builds with incomplete HUDs and things like that. So I don't know. And what leads that to be true is, as we can see, the kill feed is definitely not finished. I'm not sure why it's old footage. I don't know. I guess that's just my only question. I keep repeating it, but I don't get it. We should, in good news is we should be getting some more stuff according to community manager Part Welsh, which is exciting. It looks like he says more is on the way over on Twitter. Also, I just wanted to let you guys know that they also added in some backstory and some concept art over on the Battlefield 2042 website when you look underneath the specialists. So there's some cool new shots and a little bit of information about these 4 original specialists that we've seen. I want to let you guys know that was there. And yeah, that's pretty much all I had today, guys. Let me know in the comments down below what you think of all this stuff. I think overall it's pretty awesome. It gets me really excited to play the game. We are allegedly a few weeks away from the beta, which it seems like a long time, but it's better than 3 months. So keep that in mind. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be a friend, tell a friend, and we'll see you on the next one.